How do we establish good principles of instructional design for online learning? Well, when you think about what students want to know, from what research has shown that students want to know, they want to know how they're doing. So it's crucial that you give students a good understanding of how they can succeed in an online environment. And one way that that can be done is to provide students with a sense of what is it like? What is good performance? What's high quality performance in this class look like? And a lot of instructors use things like rubrics to do that, to give students an opportunity to see what good performance in the course is going to look like, and really tell them in pretty good detail what does it mean for you to be successful in this course. And giving students rubrics is one good way to do that.
It's important for us as developers of the course and for the instructor of the course to lay out clearly the expectations for the course, but that it is up to the student to do the work and take responsibility for the learning, and we hope have good motivation and interest in what they're doing. That will come through. In many of the courses we do quite a bit of self-assessment so that the student identifies throughout the term how they see themselves achieving the goals of the course. And so a rubric really fits into that whole philosophy, because it lays out for the student what are the types of behaviors that are good quality, and therefore it gives the student the opportunity to make the decision as to whether to meet the higher criteria or not. The rubric example is from Quantitative Methods for Business, and it is for assessing student contributions to discussion boards. I did find that giving the students the rubric at the beginning of the term, I did see good quality in the student discussion contributions throughout the term.
One thing we know is that online students' motivation can be supported by good teaching presence behaviors. From lots and lots of research that we've done with online students, what we found is when students aren't getting enough feedback from instructors, aren't getting satisfying feedback from instructors, they're not getting useful feedback from instructors, they feel very demotivated. They report the lowest levels of satisfaction, they report a lot of complaints. Good teaching presence can help avoid those kinds of complaints, can help avoid that lower level of student motivation. What students really want to know is how they're doing. They want to know, am I succeeding? So what good teaching presence does is let students know in advance how they can succeed, and lets students know all along the way how they're doing. Providing frequent feedback to students, providing helpful comments back to students is going to support student motivation, is going to help students go and carry them through the class and help them be successful in the long run.